Welcome back, girlies. This is Go Girl Senior Series. This is Girl Nose coming back at you, and this week's episode is going to be about acceptance and body positivity. Today we have a lovely senior with us, Tatiana.
Hello.
Who's going to be sharing about her experiences with body positivity and learning to accept herself for who she is. So how are you, Tatiana?
I am doing well. How are you, Nose?
I'm very well as well. Have you always been the confident person that you are today?
During my younger years, there were fluctuations with how I viewed myself and my self-concept and such. But from middle school onwards, I did have a positive outlook on myself, yes.
And what were some of the insecurities that you faced?
Really just comparing myself to other girls my age, like, oh, she's skinnier than me. Oh, she's prettier than me. I love her eyebrows. All those things like that have been like several like obstacles that have helped me, that have distracted me from achieving my nice, confident person.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
And I don't think it helps that we see images all the time of the perfect woman, or yes, women are supposed to look like this, or women are supposed to look like that. So, especially such as an instrumental age, such as preteens or teenagers,
yeah,
where we're kind of reflected with our self-image and what we want to look like and what we feel like we don't look like.
Exactly.
So, did the people around you influence any of those fears?
I would not say so, because ever since I was young, I would choose friends based on people I want to be like. So I would have a friend that inspires me to do my homework more, one friend that inspires me to go work out a little bit more. Like, I always have positive people around me. So I wouldn't say the people around me per se have a negative impact onto how I feel about myself now.
I think it's good that you found that group of positive people to surround yourself with. But exactly, sometimes I don't think it's the people you surround yourself with. Sometimes it's not on purpose.
Yeah.
Sometimes family members will be like, oh, you look like you gained 5 pounds. Oh, you look a little thick today. Like,
exactly,
comments like that where it gets in the back of your head and you're like, oh, man, do I really look like this?
Exactly, yeah.
This is what everyone sees? Mm-hmm. So you have to really work to combat these insecurities and realize that you are who you are.
Exactly.
So were there any common stereotypes associated with those fears?
Yes. People would say that girls who aren't 100 to 150 pounds must not like themselves much, must like eating a lot, are unhealthy and such like that. And those stereotypes are not true, because it could be genetic, like you said, and other things like that. So it's not right to assume about somebody.
Right, because there's certain disorders such as like hypothyroidism, where your thyroid gland just isn't producing enough of the hormone.
Right.
So one of the symptoms is weight gain.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the fact that people look at you and assume certain things that aren't true.
Exactly.
They shouldn't put those assumptions on other people.
Yeah.
So was there a time in particular where you were attacked for your body image?
I remember, really, it was me attacking myself, not really anybody else.
Right.
But I remember in 5th grade, I would try on all my clothes after the summertime, and my pants wouldn't fit, and I would I would cry to my dad, be like, I need more clothes and stuff like that. But I had such a positive outlook on myself at a young age where it didn't impact me that much. So I would say that the only person that really attacked me, like, conscious or continuously, is myself. Right. So after I've learned this is beautiful, you are awesome, I've stopped doing that. Yeah.
And sometimes you are your worst enemy. That reminded me of a story where in elementary school, we used to have those tiny like plastic chairs, and I'd sit and I'd be like, oh my gosh, my thighs touch from like one end of the chair to the other. Like, it was that aspect of like, you kind of realize your differences when you're young. Exactly. So you have to realize those differences make you the unique person that you are. It doesn't single you out and cause you grief. So does society become a pressure on you?
Social media is really the only outlet that I can tell people get attacked on a daily basis. For me, if I post a picture and I really like it, I think I look great in it, people will always comment saying, wow, your arms look really wide in this picture, or your shoulders or your breasts are overdeveloped and stuff. So just those comments on social media can deter you in terms of your self-esteem and such. So yeah.
Because it's that access that I think we didn't have maybe 20, 30 years ago, where social media, you put up a picture people can respond instantly.
Exactly.
Back then when they had like TVs or like magazines where it's kind of like it takes trickle down, it takes a little bit more time. Now it's kind of like whatever pops up in your mind, you can just write it. So
Exactly.
people are mean. People don't have the best cyber etiquette.
Right.
So they feel like their comments are warranted, but they're not really.
No.
So how did you overcome your fears?
As middle school and high school years came, I started working out 5 days a week. That's my usual goal. And I started to eat healthy because I am healthy. It's just my body looks different than yours. So, and then I surround myself with those positive people that keep me going and such. And I like posting inspirational things on social media to give my followers a breath of fresh air, a breath of fresh air, so that social media isn't overwhelmed with all this negative posts and such.
So those inspirational posts are kind of like your outlet of letting the younger generation know, and even girls older than you, everyone, that you have to really learn to accept your body image, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yes. And I would advise for all young girls to accept the way they are. You know, people will always have something to say about you, whether it's in adulthood or even in your infancy. So I feel like having that positive self-concept for yourself is going to help you get past all those negative obstacles that may be thrown in your way.
Thank you, Tatiana, for being a guest on our episode today.
No problem.
So, girlies, the main message of this video has been learning to love and accept yourself, spreading body positivity because the next girl may be going through the same thing that you're going through, and that beauty comes in all shapes and sizes. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for the next episode.